Imagine a land so vast that it stretches across 11 time zones, where ancient forests whisper stories of forgotten empires. Shimmering lakes hold secrets of the planet's oldest waters, and monumental cities rise like palaces in frost and light. A land where the past and the future meet, and where each bend in the road invites wonder. This is Russia, and today we're embarking on a journey into its most spellbinding wonders. From hidden wilderness to iconic architecture, we'll uncover the marvels that make this country one of the most compelling places on Earth. But first, ask yourself, when was the last time you felt awe? When did you wander somewhere and your breath caught in your throat? Because what you're about to see may just do that again. You'll walk on frozen lakes that shimmer like crystal glass. You'll stand beneath rock pillars sculpted by time into towering idols. You'll climb peaks where eagles circle and glaciers gleam under moonlit skies. And you'll step inside palaces where czars once danced and emperors gazed out over their empires. Whether you've dreamt of wild adventure or majestic architecture, Russia holds something for you. So fasten your mental seatbelt. We're about to set off. One, Moscow and the heart of the nation. First stop, Moscow, a city that is both the literal and figurative heart of modern Russia, and yet layered with centuries, mysteries, revolutions, and reinventions. Here, you will walk across the iconic Red Square with its broad open space in front of the Kremlin's imposing fortress walls. It's the site of parades and ceremonies, echoes of czars and Soviets, and today, a gateway to one of the world's most vibrant capitals. But there's more. Behind the historic facades, Moscow pulses with energy. Underground metro palaces, modern skyscrapers, hidden courtyards, and a mix of cultures that make it feel at once familiar and wildly other. If you're going to explore Russia, start where everything is concentrated. Power, history, present-day life. It sets the tone. What if I told you one of the domes you'll see was designed not just for chapel bells, but as a statement of national identity? What secrets are tucked into the corners of the Kremlin walls that few tourists ever see? Stay tuned, because we'll peek into that world. Two, St. Petersburg, Imperial Majesty and Water City. Next, St. Petersburg. If Moscow is power in motion, this city is power in art, water, architecture, and reflection. Founded by Peter the Great as his window to Europe, it remains one of the most stunning cities on the planet. Here you encounter the opulent State Hermitage Museum, incredible art collections, Baroque palaces, canals that mirror the sky, and the sense of stepping into a grand fairy tale of stone, water, and history. The contrast with the raw expanses of Russia's nature is profound. From icy lakes to urban elegance, you'll hear about the frozen white nights, the drawbridges raised in the middle of the night, the city built to impress and intimidate. What does it feel like to gaze down the Neva River at dawn, when the city is still dreaming? Imagine. Three, Lake Baikal, the deepest, oldest freshwater wonder. Now we move away from city lights and into something elemental. Lake Baikal. Known as the Pearl of Siberia, it is the world's deepest lake, one of the oldest, and holds about 1/5 of the planet's unfrozen fresh water. The water can be astonishingly clear. In winter, it crystallizes into glass-like ice. The island of Olkhon Island, with its shamanic traditions, long trails, and remote villages, feels like an entirely different world. There are species found nowhere else on Earth. Freshwater seals, fish, unique ecosystems. Imagine standing by a vast lake where the horizon seems endless, where silence is broken only by wind off Siberian forests. You ask, could a place so remote still be comfortable for a tourist? Yes, and that's what we show. We left the city behind, landed in Irkutsk, drove through taiga, and came out onto a shoreline so still you could hear the stones settling on the lake bed. I stood there and thought, this is another planet close to home. Four, Valley of Geysers, Kamchatka Peninsula. Earth's wild energy from the deepest lake to the rawest heat. The Valley of Geysers in Kamchatka. This is remote Russia at its wildest, and one of the planet's most spectacular geothermal landscapes. A field of around 20 large geysers and many more thermal springs in one compact area. Access is dramatic. It often involves helicopter rides, revealing volcano peaks, steaming calderas, rivers that roar, a sense of being at the edge of something powerful. Water heated by Earth's core, bubbling, erupting, dancing. Picture flying over volcanoes, landing in a canyon where steam rises like dragons, and then walking a boardwalk beside geysers whose jets can reach tens of meters. Only a handful of people ever do it each year, but you can experience it vicariously with us. Pond 5, Mount Elbrus and the Caucasus Crown. From geothermal intensity to mountain majesty, Mount Elbrus. At over 5,600 meters, it's the tallest mountain in Europe and a dormant volcano. The landscape of the Caucasus around it is wild and rugged, granite peaks, glacial lakes, remote villages. For many travelers, it represents the dream of pushing a little further. What is the view from Europe? S rooftop, thrill of altitude, of landscapes so vast you feel both small and alive. We set out before dawn, crampons underfoot, head torch on, summit post-dawn. The sunrise catches the snowcap, and for a minute everything hushes. The world is just us and the mountain. That's the kind of moment your camera wants. and your soul remembers. Six, Golden Ring, Russia. Back into history now, but into a Russia of a different pace. The Golden Ring. These are clusters of ancient towns northeast of Moscow, places like Suzdal, Vladimir, Yaroslavl, where onion-domed churches rise above meadows. Wooden architecture whispers of centuries, and time seems to slow. A contrast to the flashy metropolises. Here is something quieter, more soulful. Photo-friendly architecture, villagers, monasteries, old-world colors. Here, you'll wander cobblestone lanes, pass by bell towers that have witnessed invasions, revolutions, and still ring today. It's the Russia from a storybook, and that's why it belongs in this list. Seven, Kizhi Island, Wooden Wonders of the North. Finally, we voyage into northern Russia, to Kizhi Island on Lake Onega. It may not be as immediately heard of as Moscow or Baikal, but it holds one of Russia's most extraordinary architectural marvels, the wooden churches of the Kizhi Pogost. Imagine a church made purely of wood, no nails, soaring domes crafted by hand. An island setting that enhances the magic. Water, forest, silence. A chance to wrap this journey with something different, a cultural wonder, not just natural scale. As our tour draws to a close, picture standing at dusk on a northern lake's shore. Golden domes lit by the low sun, the air crisp, the forest silent. You realize you've traveled a vast country, changed perspectives, and touched something timeless. Seven wonders, seven invitations. From Moscow's power to Baikal's depth, from Kamchatka's fire to the wooden whispers of the north, Russia delivers in full. If you're thinking, where do I go next? This list is your map. And if you're imagining, could I really go there? The answer is yes. So here's what you can do next. Hit the like button if this journey inspired you. Leave a comment. Which of these places surprised you the most? And why? Subscribe and turn on notifications, because next month we're exploring another corner of our incredible planet. And if you're planning your trip, check seasons, visas, internal travel logistics. Some places demand extra effort, but the payoff? Immense. Thank you for watching Worldly Tours. I'm Jordan, and I'll see you on the next adventure, wherever on Earth that may be.